Okay, so this is really interesting. Apparently, Modhaus, South Korean entertainment agency, announced their plans to provide a portion of the income for their artists to be paid by cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin or Ether. Let's think about this for a second. The announcement was made by their vice president and co-founder during the agency's participation at Token 2049 at Singapore. So they said that the system integrates with Modhaus's blockchain-based fan engagement platform Cosmo, which forms the core of their operations. This is really interesting because look at this. Earnings from sales of objects. Those are unique digital photo cards combining real and digital elements purchased, stored, and exchanged within Cosmo are converted immediately into profit and cryptocurrency for artists using smart contracts for real-time revenue sharing. I mean, it sounds kind of fine for the first time if you think about it, right? But then, if you're going deeper into this, let's watch. Let's go one by one with their statements. So, implementation will involve open discussions with artists to address preferences and concerns, allowing them hands-on experience with blockchain technology. This is a great sign, right? Continue. Benefits include opportunities for artists to make smart investments, faster and borderless transactions, reduced fees, especially for international revenue, enhanced transparency, and elimination of currency exchange delays compared to traditional banking. I mean, nowadays, is it true that they have delays with traditional system? I mean, maybe in some countries, yeah, but I always thought yeah, cryptocurrencies are more convenient nowadays. But I do know some few instances where it can really go a little bit harder than the traditional one. So I don't know, this is kind of both-sided, yeah. To mitigate risks like cryptocurrency market volatility and tax implications, Modhaus plans to provide financial guidance and support to artists. This is kind of shallow because how they are going to do it, like they are planning to go full on education on this, like to guide their own artists. I don't know, because they can use it in their own way and their artists just won't know, because sometimes, especially nowadays, a lot of new younger artists they are not even at their legal age sometimes, but I'm going to save it for the latter part of the video when I will discuss this. For now, let's continue. So the vice president stated this income distribution system is being introduced to the global entertainment industry for the first time and will serve as a model for the Web3 era. I mean, of course, this is a precedent because when I first heard about this, it was really mind-blowing for me. The initiative could encourage other labels to adopt blockchain-based compensation if successful, though critics note potential exposure to volatile markets requiring safeguards. Then a lot of stuff about abstract blockchain, migrating the Cosmo platform to Abstract's blockchain infrastructure, yeah. This part is kind of sums up it perfectly. Like the partnership positions K-pop as the next cultural movement to integrate with blockchain, following gaming, streetwear, and hip-hop, and empowers fans with direct roles in shaping artistic direction through democratic tools. I mean, I can see how that works, and if they implement it correctly, of course, fans will be happy, but at the same time, this is so new and strange. So I don't even know what to say about this, like how to think about it, but we'll see. Yeah, it reinforces Abstract's ecosystem, which has nearly 2 million global wallets deployed, targeting Generation A and Z consumers in developed economies, and enables transparent engagement and shared ownership between artists and fans in creative industries like music and entertainment. So we have to take a guess, because think about that for a second. They have 2 million global wallets deployed in their ecosystem, right? But overall, a lot of K-pop fans are not those ones who are owning this global wallet sometimes. A lot of fans can be way far from this topic and theme, and they really won't know how to use this. I mean, of course, it's one of the sites, of course. Let's continue. And about the Modhaus themselves, they have S, artms, and idntt. I hope I pronounced their name correctly, yeah. Okay, now, since we know the full context of this, let's go one by one with pros and cons, which I decided for myself. And y'all can agree on it, y'all can hate on it, it's your choice, yeah. So as we said, yeah, cryptocurrencies are allowing faster and more convenient exchanges between artists and their payment, right? But again, high volatility, it can cause thousands of problems because the payments can be just easily unpredictable because you never know what's going to happen next in the crypto world. If you know, you know. It can potentially just cause wage disputes if not converted to stable currency immediately when the problem starts. Next up, of course, we have lower transaction fees, especially for cross-border payments, avoiding different currency exchange delays and extra costs, of course. But of course, it does not say at all that they won't have additional costs because they have to pay for wallet system, right? Wallet management. Then they have to pay for the security system, like additional taxes, like a little bit of a percentage of it. Always has something like this, right? But then a lot of times people are saying that blockchains are like really transparent system. Y'all can easily see how it goes, like what it has, what it doesn't have, right? It works in some cases. Yeah, it really is the case, but there's a chance of the scamming of artists themselves. It can easily happen because sometimes there's a lack of regulation in the system, but it's not that obvious, so I won't pay that much of attention to this because it has too little of a chance for it to happen. Yeah. And the last but not least part for me, this topic is quite scary because a lot of underage artists are now performing on the stage. A lot of them are debuting in their different companies, and Modhaus probably won't be the last if this project succeeds. So it really has to be said that young or financially unexperienced artists are going to take big risks because they won't have full understanding of the situation, right? They will have their specific education, yeah, but it doesn't mean that they won't use it for their own profit. Sometimes labels are that greedy and they can just create false narratives to make their artists think like, yeah, we're getting fair payment, and maybe they will just get scammed easily. Unfortunately, yeah, it can happen even in this kind of a big industry too, I think. And if you thought I'm done, I'm not. If y'all heard the latest news with the Trump, yeah, I don't want to go into politics on this channel. I don't want to go deep dive into this big dark rabbit hole because it is that way. And of course, I do realize how everything works in this place, but still, I don't want to just be negative and just sad about all of this stuff. I just want to share my own opinions with stating facts, and y'all can agree or disagree. Of course, it's your choice, and y'all just always have to be critically thinking about this and have your own opinion on this. A couple of days ago, Trump announced 100% tariffs on China, and this tariff announcement actually triggered an 19 billion crypto wipeout. That is insanely big amount of money, and it does really show you how unstable this system is when it comes to this kind of things from government sides, from the purchaser sides, right? You can never tell that you're safe, and you can never tell that your money is going to be always this way. It can rise one day and the next day it falls down. So it's really unstable, and I don't think there's a way for it to change in the nearest future because this system relies solely on the society itself, how the world is wired. And in 2025, our world is really, unfortunately, messed up, if we're being honest, right? And yeah, of course, well, Modhaus in South Korea and their partner, that Abstract, is based on US, and it does not affect them because they are not related with China partners for now, right? It still can have some things. Economic ripple effects like supply chain disruptions for tech hardware and market sentiment could influence implementation. And yeah, of course, there's no 100% way to say that something is true and something is false because you never know. As I said, everything is too unstable for me to state that something is off, and unfortunately, only time will tell. Yeah. It really is interesting. Maybe one day we will wake up to the greatest financial system in the world, or maybe this will be just another chaos, which will cause problem after problem, and we will have to deal with this. I think if we're being realistic here, unfortunately, of course, I'm on the latest side, but who knows? We just have to be maybe positive about this, and if we are as a fan base, well, I'm taking myself as a fan already. Like, I'm taking myself as a big part of the fandom, which I'm not, of course, because I'm not that familiar with this at all. But still, if you do care about your artist, if you think that something is unfair, which of course can happen, right? Y'all can of course speak up, show your perspective on this, of course, if it's fair. And yeah, you just can show your support any type of a way. And a lot of times, I hope they will listen to the criticisms if it's fair. Yeah, again, and maybe they will change some stuff. Yeah, but of course, at the same time, I think we have to take into consideration that a lot of artists are all adults, grown-ups. They can have their own opinions on this. They can follow their own consequences with their choices, and it can be, yeah, their own fault too. Of course, not for 100% times, because sometimes they can get scammed too if they're not familiar with this kind of stuff, because no one is safe actually. Yeah, but when it comes to this underage artists and things like that, the accountability has to be followed, and maybe even sometimes the fan base can show it to the labels, and labels can take needed actions. Yeah, and of course it's their duty, because they are the ones who are agreeing on the system, and it just shows you how much they care about their artists over this tech thing, right? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this topic, and feel free to share your own thoughts below. And man, this is really something new, and I don't know what to even think about this.